Hi, I'm Derek from Marble.com, and we're back with Cav from Nikolai.
How you doing?
Cav, so we're here to talk about your tools.
Yes.
And now you make tools to fit CNC machines to cut granite, marble, quartz, all different materials. This material is super hard, it's really hard to cut, but your tools are state-of-the-art, they're the best, your R&D is the best, which is why Marble.com only uses Nikolai.
Yes, that's correct. We are a company of 35 years old. So we've been making tools for the past 35 years. In the past 35 years, we've figured out what to do, I guess.
Yeah.
So how these tools are made, a lot of people are curious about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I know there's some secrets you can't give away.
Right, there are some chemical secrets that we do different metals together.
Right.
But generally speaking, the tools are made of different metal powders.
Right.
So,
and now, before we get into that, now these tools are used to cut profiles for stone, right?
Correct. They're used to do profiles. They can cut out sinks. You can do the back walls. There are many different applications in a kitchen countertop
so
that
all
these tools are used.
Those intricate, designs I see on countertops. Sometimes it's like a straight edge, straight cut. Sometimes we see these different, really cool, intricate designs, as you can see here. These tools are the ones that make them.
Yes, these are the tools that make all those intricate designs.
Right.
We have many different designs that we made over the years, and and these are the very tools.
So can you tell me how these tools are made now?
Sure. So the tools are made out of 4 or 5 different metals plus diamond powder.
Okay.
So you got nickel, copper, iron, and many other metals with diamond powder, and they're all put in a mold.
Right.
And they basically get pressurized in a mold, and they go in the oven, and they get cooked.
So they get baked.
They get baked at very high temperatures.
Right.
So they have the general shape now.
Okay.
So we have a general shape, but they're not precise.
Right.
If you want to put anything on a CNC machine, you have to get it
Exactly.
very precise.
Right. Especially since stone is so hard. Granite is a 7 on the Mohs scale, and marble is up there too, and quartz is very high also.
Correct.
So diamond is 10, and some of these other materials you're talking about are also very high.
Sure. So what it is basically those metals. They have to go away,
Right.
so diamond can cut.
Okay.
And that's the point
I
of
see.
having those other metals there.
I see.
So
Because if you had just diamond, it would just bounce off basically.
Exactly.
It wouldn't push through.
It's too hard to even cut a material as hard as granite.
Right.
So you need the other metals to sort of be able to go away because they're spinning in high RPM on the CNC machines.
Right.
They're spinning at 5,000, 5,500 RPM on the CNC machine and going very fast.
Very fast, yeah.
So you need those things to go away to diamond.
And I can imagine there's got to be a lot of heat generated when you cut through these stones.
Sure, and that's why you have water.
That's quite right. That's why you see the water pushing down on the bits.
Yeah,
it cools it down.
Cools it down. And these tools are traveling at 100, 120 inches a minute.
Wow.
So that is quite fast.
Yeah.
And
they're spinning really fast.
They're spinning very fast. So we go back to how the tools are made.
So they're cooked now.
They're cooked now, and after they get cooked, they have a general shape.
Okay.
So we have to bore it out to be able to fit on the machine. So it goes on a metal shop and it gets bored out. Afterwards, it goes on an EDM machine, electrode discharge machine.
Okay.
So what it does with electricity basically cuts the shape to exact shape that
So it gets in with
you guys
fractions
require.
and fractions of fractions of an inch.
Correct.
Right, wow.
So after that process, what we do, we have to check if this machine has done the job correctly.
Right.
So we have a video camera system that basically tools spin, and the 2 video cameras take 72 pictures of this tool, and we can get a 3D shape.
3D model of it, yeah. I saw the video of that.
Exactly. We can get a 3D model of the tools.
Right.
So we check exactly these tools are perfect. So what we found out, to have a perfect edge, we need to have the tools all perfectly match each other.
Okay,
So
right.
there are different 7 stages that you go through. So between these 7 stages, every single stage has to be exact same shape. If there is a difference between these tools.
So if I was doing like an OG edge, which is the
Correct.
most popular edge, it's not just one OG tool. There's different stages to it.
Basically, you have you go from the rough to the sort of medium, then finer, and extra finer, and then you get to the polishers.
Right. Which really makes it really pretty.
Yeah, it makes it pretty and shiny, and so there are.
So that's why I see these machines changing bits each time.
Exactly.
For each stage.
Sure.
So for all the different edges you have, whether it be OG, Waterfall, Cove du Pont, all these thousands of edges, they have sometimes up to 7 stages. Sometimes they're different numbers of stages depending on the edge.
No, most of the tools
mostly 7?
are 7 to 6 stages
Okay.
that we go through.
Right.
That we can get a perfect edge.
So it's thousands, probably thousands of bits that you could have in your archive just to do all these different edges.
Exactly.
Wow.
So we have a lot of different shapes in our archives, and there are standard ones that most people
Right.
use. But Marvel.com usually they want to do things differently.
Yeah, yes,
So
we
they
do.
have their own designs and they have their
Yes.
own edges and
Yes, we pride ourselves in having more edges than anyone else and custom edges that are only for us.
and they cooperate with the manufacturer of tools,
Right.
us, together to be able to do this.
To fabricate these edges.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Cav. I've definitely learned a lot about the process that you guys go through to make these tools, and you guys are the best. We don't use anything
you.
else. We've had bad experiences with other places. And one other thing before we go, I remember you telling me there's a new process now at Nikolai where we can actually send the tools back to you.
Sure. So this is a new process that we made, which it's a customer service basically.
Right.
So the tools, they have 5 millimeter of diamond on them.
Okay.
Okay. So but from this 5 millimeter, when you use it, as I was explaining,
Right.
diamonds go away and
Right.
the metals go away. The diamonds get smaller.
So
and
there's a
smaller.
shelf life to the tool.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it gets smaller. So after a while, the tools, because they're hitting a hard surface, as we
Right.
talked about, granite,
wear
it's-
down.
They wear down.
Right.
So what we do is we take these tools and we send it on an EDM machine, and we redo it and we make it perfect again.
Right.
And we have invested and put that machine in North America, in Michigan, to be able to do this and
Oh,
give the service to customers.
awesome.
This is part of our customer service that we are doing for all
Right.
the good customers.
And your customer service is second to none.
Thank you.
You're here all the time, checking your stuff. Even when we don't ask you to come, you're here, making sure everything works perfectly.
That is my job. You guys are a very good customer, and I love to be here.
Well, thank you so much, Cav. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I always learn stuff when I'm with you, and I can't wait to see you next time.
Thank you.